Guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Real Crime Uncovered, your ultimate destination for heart-pounding and thought-provoking crime stories. An ounce of prevention is said to be worth a pound of cure, and in another saying, it simply says a stitch in time saves 9. On the 10th of September 2019, the students of the Federal University Fuoye, Ekiti State, popularly known as Fuoye, took to the street to protest the epileptic nature of the electricity in their institution at the time. The student had gotten tired of the incessant robberies that had taken place within their institution. Not only robberies, their female students were constantly being raped right inside the school without any form of accountability. It became too much for the student to handle. After so many complaints to the school management without anything being done, the student union decided that they were going to take to the street to protest and express their displeasures towards the darkness that was looming all over the Fuoye institution. They thought that as an institution, their well-being should matter to the management. What is the essence of being in school if you cannot guarantee your safety after all? It was planned to be a very peaceful protest on that fateful day. And indeed, the protest began peacefully and sustained as such until they came in contact with the convoy of the First Lady of Ekiti State. All that the students wanted was for the First Lady to listen to their concerns and probably proffer possible solutions that could enable the school management to lit up the whole institution to guarantee the safety of the students. And instead of getting what they were demanding for, they were, however, confronted with violence. One of the police officers who was attached to the First Lady's convoy got down and slapped the SUG president. It became an altercation between the students and the police. The police began to shoot at the student, not shooting on air, but directly aiming at the students and shooting at them. In the course of the pandemonium that broke out between the police and the students, the police officer was said to have aimed and shot at one of the student protesters known as Oluwaseyi Kehinde, a 100-level student of crop sciences horticulture. The 23-year-old young man was shot right in the eyes, and right on the spot, he fell to his death. Shooting Kehinde was not enough for those police officers as they continued to shoot at the student protesters. Unfortunately, another student got caught up in that fire. That was a 300-level student of biology education known as Joseph Okonofia. A protest that began peacefully by concerned students who all they were demanding was that the management of their institution should pay attention to their well-being as a result of incessant attacks that they had suffered within their institution. That protest ended up in a total bloodbath, with these students losing 2 of their own. Now, one would think that after that ugly incident of 2019, that the management of the Federal University Fuoye, Ekiti State would come up with better security measures to protect the students that were entrusted to them by their parents. But no, it appeared they were relaxed and decided to run the operations of the school as they deemed fit. On the evening of 4th of September 2023, DEBORAH Atanda, a diligent and ambitious student of the Federal University Fuoye Ekiti, ventured into the school premises for what was supposed to be a routine night studying. Little did that young girl know that that was the last time that she was ever going to be seen alive. Hours went by while her roommates anticipated her return. Hours turned into days, and as days went by, their hope grew into despair. On the 6th of September 2023, 2 days after DEBORAH went missing, that was when DEBORAH was officially declared missing. A search began in the school premises. Surprisingly, her belongings, including her phone, her books, were found at an old bridge close to the pharmacy department within the school premises. Further search for Deborah intensified after those personal effects were discovered. And on the 7th of September 2023, the unimaginable truth was finally revealed. Deborah Atanda's body was discovered buried in a shallow grave behind her department, right within the Federal University Fuoye Ekiti, right inside the school premises. How did that ever happen without anybody noticing? Where were the security guards? Were there no other students within the school premises that same night when Deborah was in school to read? What exactly happened to Deborah Modupe Atanda on the night of 4th September 2023? This is the persistent question on the lips of the students of Fuoye. The shocking discovery of Deborah's body in that shallow grave within the school has since sent shockwaves throughout the entire school. Deborah had suffered severe injuries on her head, suggesting that it was a violent attack that she was met with. Even more disturbing are the speculations that she may have been raped before being killed, with her eyes allegedly gouged out. This gory discovery has left the entire school, students, faculty, and everybody within the environs gripped in serious fear of uncertainties. I mean, who wouldn't be afraid knowing that you are in a school where your safety is not in any way guaranteed? The students of the Fuoye have since called out for justice for Deborah, saying they would not relent. They would knock on every door that matters to ensure that justice is served to Deborah, to ensure that the perpetrators of these heinous acts never get away with it unpunished. The authorities of the school swiftly took action, inviting the police to the scene, and Deborah's body was since evacuated to a morgue for an autopsy to be carried out. That should help in further investigation and trial of possible suspects that will be arrested in connection with this gruesome, senseless, and avoidable murder. The management of the school have since put out press release on current occurrence in the university. The university management has received a report on the case of Ms. Modupe Deborah Atanda, who was reported missing as at Wednesday, 6 September 2023, and management is saddened at the current turn of events. It is pertinent to promptly inform the entire university community that immediate steps have been taken in this regard, as all national security personnel have been drafted to handle the situation. As a matter of fact, several arrests have been made of suspects. Now, this is a step in the right direction. We hope that they will proceed to find the actual perpetrators of this heinous act. Arresting suspects is one thing, finding the culprits, the actual culprits, is another thing entirely. And these are the hopes of Deborah's loved ones, her friends, her classmates, her roommates, her family members, her parents, who are hoping that justice will be served to this girl at the end of the day. In the same vein, the Ekiti State Police Command has also put out a statement to calm the public, calling for them to calm down, as they are not going to leave any stone unturned. They have promised the public that they will see that they get to the roots of what happened to Deborah on the 4th of September 2023, right within the Federal University Fuoye Ekiti premises. The death of Deborah has generated mixed reactions on the internet. So many people have since expressed their pains. their displeasure at how the management of Fuoye handled the security of their students. People are asking, if they had taken it seriously in 2019, when the student called them out protesting that their lives mattered, their properties mattered, their safety mattered, but it was as though all those calls fell on deaf ears. Rather than attending to the students who were calling for immediate attention at the time, they left them to danger, and those students were exposed to the unscrupulous elements in the uniforms of security personnel who deemed it fit to shoot on sight and killed 2 students of that institution. The question that so many people are asking today is that what justice has been served in the callous killings of students who were out protesting peacefully? The people that hold these views are questioning what justice has been served to the police officers who perpetrated those killings. Other people have since expressed their views to say that at least you can see that this country is not safe for anybody. How can a student who is within the school premises meet such a gruesome attack? Some group of people on another side of the divide have since expressed their own arguments to be that this is not one of those cases where the management would say that she probably was out with a Yahoo guy on runs, so he used her for ritual. This is not one of the cases where they would say she was out there prostituting, so she met an untimely death. This was a diligent student, ambitious, committed, and hardworking one who was right in the school premises, a place that was supposed to be her comfort and safety zone. But right in that same place, she met her untimely death. The question then is, where would ever be safe in Nigeria? The students of the Federal University Fuoye Ekiti were not left out in expressing their pains. Some of them said they were not surprised that such a heinous crime occurred right within the institution. They said it is even difficult to identify who the students are and who the non-students are because they do not have ID cards. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What kind of institution operates without giving their students identity cards? How then do you identify the ones that are truly yours and the ones who are there just to perpetrate evil? It is quite sad that Deborah, who had so much of her life ahead of her, got cut short suddenly because some group of people in authority failed to do what they were supposed to do. We pray that the soul of Deborah would rest in peace, and may God comfort her parents, her friends, her loved ones, and grant them the grace to accept the reality on ground. So guys, are you new to my channel? Have you subscribed yet? Or have you been watching without subscribing? Please don't leave today without subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to know when next we upload a story. If you enjoyed following this story, please give us a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know, what do you think about the death of Deborah? Do you think this death could have been avoided completely, or do you think that Deborah erred by going to read at night in the school premises? What are your feelings and expressions? Put them down in the comment section below. I would love to read them. In the meantime, guys, take care of yourself, take care of your emotions, take care of your mental health. Be kind to yourself, be kind to the people around you, and always, always, always stay safe. I remain Dorcas Ige Ologun, and I love you guys.